Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. And I am so glad that you've joined me. You could be a lot of other places right now, but you're listening to Daily Dose Radio. Thank you for that. Thank you for coming in here and being a part of our little family. And today we're going to be looking at verses 37 through 40 here in Psalm 37. So this will end Psalm 37, and what a marvelous psalm this has been. And today we're going to conclude, and basically we continue with the same ideas. We're making this contrast between the righteous man, the upright man, and today in verse 37 he calls him the perfect man, and the wicked man. And so we'll continue to kind of plow that same furrow today as we go through here. So grab your Bible, open it up here to Psalm 37, and join me as we read these last four verses. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright. For the end of that man is peace, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them, and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked, and save them, because they trust in him. Alrighty, so again, you see the contrast between the two. Notice, Mark the perfect man. That is, you see that man, and he's walking in the Lord's way, and he's a man of peace. Mark him. Pay attention to him. Know who he is. Know where he lives. Know what he does. Know him. Find out where he goes to church. Maybe go to that church yourself, because if that man goes there, then that should tell you something about that place and the pastor there. Mark the perfect man. For the end of that man is peace. And who do you want to be around? Do you want to be around those that are for war or those that are for peace? Remember there in Psalm 120, when the psalmist is out in Meshech and Kedar, and he says, I was for peace, but when I spoke, they were for war. Well, this is what the perfect man is, for peace. He's a man of peace. You want to dwell with him. You want to know him. You want to have fellowship with this man. Mark him. Find out who he is. Know him. And then we have verse 38. But, another one of those golden adversatives here. It tells us so much. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. Okay. I just want to go back and just pick up that last phrase there, shall be cut off. Because here in Psalm 37, we see the destruction of the wicked mentioned, well, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. 9 times in 40 verses. That's a lot. It's a lot. It should tell us something about the wicked man, shouldn't it? So if you go all the way back to verse 2, it says, they shall be soon cut down like the grass, withers the green herb. Okay, that's where we started. That's verse 2. Then we come to verse 9. You look at verse 9, and you have this, for evildoers shall be cut off. Then verse 10, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. You shall consider his place, and it shall not be. Okay, so he just disappeared. Then look at verse 17. Verse 17 says, for the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. Notice that. The wicked shall be broken. The arms of the wicked shall be broken. Look again at verse 20. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. They shall consume away. Okay. So it's like fat on a fire. It's going to burn up and melt and smoke, and then it's just going to be gone. Notice verse 22. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. There it is again. Cut off. Notice verse 28. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Again, shall be cut off. And then you have it here in verse 34. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. Again, they're going to be cut off. You see how he's repeating this over and over. It's like a heartbeat in this psalm. And then, of course, you have what we read today here in verse 36. I'm sorry, yesterday in verse 36. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. I sought him, but he could not be found. He was not. Again, like verse 9, he's just not there. 9 and 10, not there at all. And then, of course, what we have today, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. Over and over and over, we have this refrain. 10 different times we have these words. He's going to be ended. He's going to be not. He's going to be cut off. He's going to be cut down. He's going to be like the fat that burns up in the fire. And that's their destination. That's the destination of the wicked, the righteous judgment of God. And then you have verses 39 and 40. But here again, another golden adversative. So we go from the transgressors back to the righteous. The salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. And that's exactly right, because all salvation is of the Lord. It's entirely of grace. It is not of works. It is of faith. And it comes by Christ and him alone. The Lord shall help them and deliver them, shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and delivered him out of all of his troubles. And here it is again. That's Psalm 34. Here it is again in Psalm 37. He will deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked, save them because they trust in him. Friends, do you trust in the Lord? Are you trusting in the Lord today? I hope you are. I hope so. That way, the salvation of the righteous will be of the Lord, and you'll be in his hands, as the psalmist says here in 37. Well, I hope you'll join me again next time as we look at Psalm 38. This is a prayer of David. I'll see you then here on Daily Dose Radio.